I'm Damien Roy, and welcome on my guitar lesson YouTube channel. So today we're going to do our first electric guitar lesson, and we're going to talk about power chords, a little other things too. So here we got the electric guitar. It's a little bit different from the acoustic, but still we have guitar neck, guitar frets, a little bit some other different things. We have what we call guitar pickups here. We have the volume, we have tone, it's going to give a different sound. And we have the selector for the pickups here. So for example, if I place it right down here, this one here is going to work. Move it here. So for playing rock and roll, I rather use the selector right here. So you don't need to turn down your volume here. The volume here is going to give you, it's not a real volume, because if you turn it down here a little bit, it's more reacting as slowing down the distortion here. The level of distortion is getting lower and lower. And if I turn it completely down, you got nothing. And that's where you realize that the electric guitar is not a acoustic instrument. Okay? So we need this, and we need the guitar amp to play for this instrument. So enough blah blah and talking here. I'm using a harder pick, but you can still use the medium picks for playing. So first we're going to see some power chords here with the distortion sound that we have with 1 and 2 fingers. Okay, so I know we've already seen lessons 2 finger chords. These will be useful too. You're going to probably see a couple of chords that you've kind of already seen, like the D5, for example. So let's start first with the, for example, here, the A5. So why do we call it A5? That's a good question, because it's a power chord, so it's not a real chord. It's made out of 2 intervals. You have the root, so here it's going to be the A, and E, the note E here, which is going to be the 5th. In this case here, it's going to be a perfect 5th. So that's what we call A5. And this particular sound is going to help us to play rock and roll songs, going from Nirvana to Van Halen, going from AC/DC to all kinds of other rock pop songs, or punk rock, metal, all kinds of distorted sounds. So the A5 chord, I'm going to place my first finger on string 4, fret 2. I will be only playing on string 5 and 4. Okay, so I have my thumb here muting string 6, just in case I get a little bit too excited on the playing, and I'm kind of strumming on this string 6 here. Okay, so that's fine, because you have the color of the A5 and you have the energy. So just give it a try here playing the A5, and you can play 4 times, 4 beats, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, you can have fun. We've seen in the previous video trying to do with the palm muting here. So here I'm placing the palm of my right hand here, right before the bridge here. So I'm looking for a sound. So for a lot of songs, like Green Day songs, for example, that could be useful. Or rock and roll songs, heavy metal. You have a lot of palm muting in all those songs there. So here, you got your first chord, the A5. Second chord you're going to see is the E5. So the cool thing is that it's really close to the A5. So you just have to move up one string. So here, you place your finger on string 5, fret 2. I'm going to use my pointer for that. And I'll be strumming only on string 6 and 5. So you will see in a lot of AC/DC songs, you have these 3 chords that we're going to see. So it's very important to learn them, of course, and practice them. So same thing. You can play them without muting. You can also work it out with the muting. So let's do it without muting here. And the palm muting here. Okay, great. You got 2 chords. Let's move on to the third chord now. Let's do the G chord. So the G power chord. So for this chord here, I'm going to use my middle finger, but you can use whatever finger you want there. I'm going to place my middle finger on string 6, fret 3. Okay? So what's happening here is that I'm kind of targeting from string 6 to string 4 to play my G5 chord. So you're going to tell me, yeah, there is a string in between them. Yeah, of course. So we're muting that string here with the middle finger. So you're just inclining a couple of degrees here down your fingers. So string 4 and string 6 are vibrating, but not string 5. On the tab, you will see something written like an X on the A string. Okay, watch out, don't lose your pick. So now we got the G5. Excellent. Let's see another chord here that will be very useful for songs you're going to be playing with power chords. It's the D5. Okay, so here I'm using 2 fingers. So remember, first finger on string 3, fret 2, and third finger on string 2, fret 3. Same thing, I'll be strumming from string 4 to string 2. Okay, excellent. So we've seen all those first little chords, so you can just mix them up and play around and even make something out. You will see if you look at tabs of songs, there's lots of these chords in the AC/DC songs, for example. Now, let's move on to the other power chords we can see. So here, we have, for example, let's go on the C. That's C, so C5 here. So this is a very famous power chord position here. So I'm going to place my first finger on string 5, fret 3, and my third finger on string 4, fret 5. So for that, I'm using first finger and third finger. But if you want to use your pinky here, no problem. Whatever makes you comfortable. Seeing the position of my left hand here, I have my fingers kind of flat. So, see, the other strings from 1 to 3 are muted that way, just in case I touched them by accident. And something else, I don't want to hear string 6 ring. So what I'm doing is that my pointer right here is slightly, while I'm pressing on fret 3, string 5, is slightly touching string 6. So even if I touch it here, it's the open string is not going to ring like an E open string. So there you got these power chords. Of course, you can also do a kind of little bar with your third finger. See, you could do that too, or you could use also 2 fingers if you want it. Okay, but if you start with 2 fingers, that's good enough for getting the rock and roll sound here. Okay, so what is important also next is to know your notes on string 6 and string 5. I'll tell you why. Because if you're looking for power chords and you just have the power chords written on, like, for example, C5, G5, F5, F sharp 5, these are chords that you haven't learned yet with all the easy basic chords, okay? So let's take, for example, the E string. So first note here you have E, F, F sharp or G flat. You're going to have G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat, B, C, C sharp or D flat, D. Okay? For string number 5, you're going to have A open string, A sharp or B flat, B, C, C sharp or D flat, D, D sharp or E flat, fret 7 you're going to have E, fret 8 you're going to have F, fret 9 you're going to have F sharp or G flat, and fret 10 you're going to have G. Okay, so here for example, let's say I want to play a C sharp 5. So I'm going to look here. I have two solutions. Either I'm going to play on string 5, so C is on the 3rd fret, so C sharp is right here. So I know now how to play C sharp 5 power chord. Okay, but I could also play it on string 6. So I remember this is E, F, there's a G here, A on string 5, B, C on fret 8. So C sharp is going to be on fret 9. There we go. Okay. Let's say now, for example, I want to play a B flat. Okay, B flat is also not a chord that we've seen. So B flat, I have it on, for example, string 5, fret 1. This is my B flat. So now I know how to play a power chord of B flat here. Okay, but I can look for another B flat here. I know that on fret 7 that this is a B. So B flat is 1/2 step lower in the sound. B flat. Okay, so sharp, you're moving up, and flat, you're moving down. Okay? If there are sharps, there are flats. That's how it works. Something else, if you're playing, for example, a power C sharp, so here on fret 4, string 5. This could also be a D flat power chord, depending on the key signature of the song. Okay, so now we can try to have some fun here with some of the power chords. So I'm going to start playing on a C5 here on string 5. I can move on, for example, on go on G, and after go on F. Okay, so I can also mute it. You're ready to play you can play from Green Day to, for example, songs like Seven Nation Army, the White Stripes, for example, and all the pop songs, pop rock songs here. Okay, so just have fun practicing your power chords. You can either use, remember, 1st finger, 3rd finger, or pinky here, if you're more comfortable there. And just have fun trying working around here on one string, and after moving, for example, on from string 5 with the root here, and moving on string 6. So. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson and you've learned something new. Please don't forget to subscribe to my guitar lesson YouTube channel and try to review the videos from the start till the end because there's lots of things to learn. Keep on practicing, keep on rocking.